6 months ago. Syria. Luna Reyes crouched behind a collapsed wall, her camera pressed to her eye. The lens captured everything in perfect detail. The convoy of trucks moving through the desert night. Armed men loading crates, the flash of weapons in the moonlight. She didn't know what she was photographing. She'd been following a lead about civilian refugees. Instead, she'd stumbled onto something else. Something bigger. Something dangerous. Click, click, click. Her camera shutter was silent, modified for stealth. The men below didn't notice her. She captured 37 images before retreating into the darkness. That night, Luna Reyes documented the largest illegal arms trafficking operation in modern history. And she had no idea. Luna woke screaming, again. The nightmares never stopped. 6 months in Syria. 6 months since she'd returned home. But the war followed her. In her sleep. In every shadow. In the sound of car backfires that made her hit the floor. Post-traumatic stress disorder. That's what the therapist called it. PTSD. Like a label could explain the way her hands shook. The way she couldn't trust anyone. The way she'd stopped believing in safety. At 27, Luna looked older. War did that. Her dark hair hung limp. Her green eyes had lost their spark. Her skin was pale, stretched thin over sharp cheekbones. She used to be beautiful. Now she was a ghost. Her apartment was a mess. Pizza boxes, empty coffee cups, film rolls scattered everywhere. She hadn't submitted new work in 4 months. The magazine kept calling. She kept ignoring them. Tonight, she'd forced herself to go out. Dinner with old friends, pretending to be normal, pretending the war hadn't broken her. She returned to her apartment at 11 p.m., unlocked the door, stepped inside. Something was wrong. The air felt different, displaced, like someone had been here. Luna reached for the light switch. A hand grabbed her from behind. Strong. Male. Covering her mouth. She fought. Elbowed backward, twisted. But there were more of them. 2. 3. 4. Something sharp pricked her neck. Injection. Sleep, a voice commanded. Luna's vision blurred. Her legs gave out. Darkness swallowed her whole. Luna woke to the sound of birds. Strange birds. Sounds she'd never heard in New York. Her head pounded. Her mouth tasted like copper. She tried to move. Her hands were tied. Panic flooded through her. She jerked upright. She was on a bed. Rough wooden walls surrounded her. Sunlight streamed through gaps in the shutters. The air was thick, humid, suffocating. This wasn't New York. You're awake. Luna's head snapped toward the voice. A man sat in a chair by the door. 32, maybe 33. Tall, muscular, dark hair, tan skin, sharp jaw. Intense brown eyes that watched her like a predator watching prey. He was handsome. Dangerously so. Who are you? Luna's voice came out hoarse. Rio! Where am I? Amazon rainforest. About 200 kilometers from the nearest city. Luna stared. You're joking. I'm not. Why? Why did you bring me here? Rio stood, walked closer. Luna pressed back against the wall. Because, Rio said calmly, you took photographs 6 months ago in Syria. Photographs of a weapons shipment. Those photographs expose an international arms trafficking operation worth $3 billion. The people running that operation want you dead. I was sent to kill you. Instead, I brought you here. Luna's mind spun. The Syria photos? That's what this is about? Yes. I didn't know what I was photographing. Doesn't matter. You saw. You have evidence. They want you erased. Then why haven't you killed me? Rio's expression shifted. Something complicated. Because I'm tired of killing people who don't deserve it. Silence. Luna processed this. So you kidnapped me instead? How is that better? You're alive, aren't you? For how long? That depends. On what? On whether you can trust me long enough to survive. Luna laughed bitterly. Trust you? You tied me up and dragged me to the Amazon. To keep you safe. From who? From the Syndicate. The organization running the weapons operation. They have people everywhere. CIA, Russian intelligence, Chinese operatives, Middle Eastern networks. Everyone benefits from this operation. Everyone wants you dead. Luna's chest tightened. This is insane, I know. But it's real. Rio pulled out a knife. Luna flinched. But he just cut the ropes binding her wrists. You're free to leave. The door's unlocked. But know this. The jungle will kill you faster than I ever would. Jaguars, snakes, poison dart frogs, parasites, heat exhaustion. You won't last 48 hours out there. He walked to the door, opened it, stepped outside. Luna looked at her freed hands, looked at the open door, looked at the dense green jungle visible beyond. She had a choice. Stay with the man who kidnapped her, or run into the unknown. Both options terrified her. Luna lasted 6 hours before she tried to escape. Rio had given her food, water, explained the situation in more detail. Showed her the photographs on his laptop. The Syria images she'd taken, now analyzed and annotated. Weapon types, serial numbers, shipping manifests. Everything pointed to the Syndicate. This operation has been running for 15 years, Rio explained. Arming conflicts across 3 continents. Millions dead. Billions in profit. Your photos could shut it down. That's why you're the most valuable and most hunted woman in the world right now. Luna stared at her own images. I was just doing my job. Your job just made you a target. That night, while Rio slept, Luna tried the door. It was unlocked, as promised. She slipped out. The jungle at night was alive. Sounds everywhere. Chirping, rustling, howling. Luna's heart hammered. She had no flashlight, no compass, no idea which direction to go. She ran anyway. Branches whipped her face. Roots caught her feet. She fell twice, got up, kept running. Behind her, something moved. Fast. Predatory. Luna stopped, listened, breathing, low, rumbling. She turned slowly. 2 eyes glowed in the darkness. Yellow, feline, jaguar. Luna's blood turned to ice. She'd seen enough nature documentaries to know you can't outrun a jaguar. The animal stalked forward, muscles rippling, preparing to pounce. A gunshot shattered the night. The jaguar bolted. Luna screamed. Rio appeared beside her, rifle in hand. I told you. The jungle will kill you. He grabbed her arm and dragged her back to the cabin. Inside, Luna collapsed on the floor, shaking. You could have let it kill me. I could have. I didn't. Why? Rio looked at her. Because I made a choice 6 months ago. To protect you instead of kill you. I don't go back on my choices. Luna met his eyes. What kind of man are you? A man trying to be better than he was. On the 3rd day, the Syndicate found them. Luna woke to gunfire. Bullets slamming into the cabin walls. Wood exploding. Glass shattering! Get down! Rio threw her to the floor. Covered her body with his. Outside, men shouted in Russian. In English. In Spanish, how many? Luna gasped. 8, maybe more. Rio crawled to the window. Fired 3 shots. Someone screamed. They'll burn us out, he said. We have to run. Into the jungle? Yes, now. Rio grabbed 2 backpacks. Pre-packed. He'd been ready for this. He kicked out the back door. Took Luna's hand. Stay close. Don't stop running. They burst into the jungle. Behind them, the cabin erupted in flames. Smoke billowed into the sky. Men pursued. Luna heard their boots. Their shouts. Bullets zipped past her head. Rio pulled her deeper into the green maze. They ran for 30 minutes, 40. Luna's lungs burned. Her legs screamed. Finally, Rio stopped. Listened. We lost them. For now, Luna bent over, gasping. They'll find us again. Yes, which is why we can't stop. We have 72 hours to reach the extraction point. The FBI has a team waiting at the Rio Negro. If we get there, you're safe. And if we don't, Rio's expression was grim. Then we die together. The jungle was hell. Heat pressed down like a blanket. Humidity made breathing difficult. Insects swarmed everywhere. Mosquitoes, ants. Things Luna couldn't name. Rio led the way. Cutting through undergrowth with a machete. Checking the compass. Rationing their water. How do you know the jungle so well? Luna asked. I've been hiding in places like this for 10 years. Running from the Syndicate? Working for them. Until recently, Luna stopped. You were part of this? The weapons trafficking? Rio didn't look back. Yes. How many people died because of you? Too many. Luna's stomach churned. Why should I trust you? Rio finally turned. You shouldn't. I'm a killer. A criminal. Everything you hate. But I'm also the only person keeping you alive. So you have a choice. Hate me and survive, or hate me and die. Either way, I don't deserve your forgiveness. They walked in silence for hours. As night fell, Rio made camp. Built a shelter from palm fronds. Started a fire. Luna watched him work. Efficient. Skilled. A man who'd lived rough for years. "You're bleeding," she said. Rio looked down. His shirt was soaked red. "Bullet grazed me during the attack." "Let me see." "I'm fine." "Rio, let me see." He hesitated. Then lifted his shirt. The wound was deep. "Still bleeding." Luna cleaned it with water from their canteen. Tore strips from her shirt for bandages. Her hands were steady, professional. She'd done field medicine before. War zones taught you useful skills. Rio watched her. "You're good at this. I've patched up soldiers, civilians, children." Her voice caught. "I've seen too much death." "Me too." Their eyes met. Something passed between them. Understanding, recognition. Two broken people in a broken world. "Why did you stop?" Luna asked. "Working for the Syndicate?" Rio was quiet for a long time. "I saw your photographs. Not just the weapons. The other ones. From your portfolio. Syrian refugees. Yemeni children. Afghan mothers. You captured humanity in the middle of war. I realized I'd forgotten there was humanity left to capture." Luna's throat tightened. "So you saved me because of my photos?" "I saved you because you made me remember what I was fighting against. What I'd become." Luna finished bandaging him. Her hands lingered on his skin. "Rio." He caught her hand. Don't feel sorry for me. Don't try to save me. I'm past saving. No one's past saving." Rio pulled away. "You don't know what I've done." "Then tell me." He told her. Everything. 10 years of operations. Weapons sold to warlords, conflicts fueled, blood on his hands. By the time he finished, Luna was crying. "I should hate you," she whispered. "You should." "But I don't." Rio looked at her. Vulnerable. Raw. "Why not?" "Because you chose to be better. You chose to save me. That matters." They sat in silence. The fire crackled. The jungle breathed around them. Luna leaned forward. Kissed him. Rio froze. Then kissed her back. Desperate. Hungry. Like drowning people gasping for air. When they pulled apart, Rio's eyes were pained. "Luna, I can't give you a future. Even if we survive this, the Syndicate will hunt me forever. I'm a dead man walking. Then let's have now." That night they held each other. Not making love, just holding. Two damaged souls finding brief comfort in the darkness. On day 3, they reached the river. The Rio Negro stretched before them. Wide. Dark. Beautiful. "The extraction point is 2 kilometers downstream," Rio said. "We follow the bank. FBI helicopter arrives at noon." Luna checked her watch. 11:15 a.m. They had 45 minutes. They walked carefully, alert. Rio's hand stayed on his gun. At 11:45, they saw the clearing. The designated extraction point. Open ground by the water, and they saw Konstantin. The Syndicate's enforcer stood in the clearing. 5 armed men flanked him. All weapons pointed at the tree line where Luna and Rio hid. "Come out, Rio," Konstantin's voice boomed. Russian accent. "We know you're there," Rio cursed. "He's been tracking us." "What do we do?" "You run. When I start shooting, you run to the water. Swim downstream. The helicopter will find you." "What about you?" "I'll hold them off." "Rio, no!" "Luna." He grabbed her face. Forced her to look at him. "I was always going to die doing this. But you're going to live. You're going to expose the Syndicate. You're going to make my death mean something." Tears streamed down Luna's face. "I can't lose you. You never had me. But I'll die grateful that you tried to save me anyway." He kissed her. Hard. Final. Then he stepped into the clearing. "Konstantin." The enforcer turned, smiled. "Rio Sandoval." "The traitor. Let the girl go. She's nothing. I'm the one who betrayed you. She has the photographs. I have copies. She's useless to you." Konstantin laughed. "Nice try." "Kill them both." Rio opened fire. Luna ran. Bullets flew. Men screamed. Rio fought like a demon, taking down 2, 3, 4 men. Konstantin aimed at Luna's back. Rio saw, ran, threw himself in front of her. 3 bullets hit him, chest, stomach, shoulder. He fell. Rio! Luna skidded to her knees. Caught him. Above, a helicopter appeared. FBI. Agents descended on ropes. Konstantin and his remaining man ran. FBI pursued. Luna cradled Rio's head. Blood poured from his wounds. Too much blood. No, no, no. Stay with me, please. Rio smiled weakly. You're safe. That's enough. Don't leave me. Thank you. For seeing something good in me. Rio, please. His hand touched her face. First time. I did the right thing. His eyes closed. Rio? Rio! No pulse. No breath. Luna screamed. 3 months later, Luna stood in the Amazon rainforest. At a small clearing. A simple wooden cross marked the grave. Rio Sandovaldi'd protecting what mattered. The FBI had let her bury him here. Against protocol, but they owed her. Her photographs had dismantled the Syndicate. 400 arrests across 20 countries. The largest trafficking operation in history. Destroyed. Luna was a hero. Awards, interviews, magazine covers. She felt nothing. She'd survived. But survival came at a cost. Rio's life for hers. I think about you every day, she whispered to the grave. You saved me twice. First, you didn't kill me when you should have. Second, you died so I could live. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget you. The jungle was quiet, peaceful. Luna placed white flowers on the grave. Roses. His favorite, she'd learned from his file. I'm going back out there, to photograph war, to document the truth, because that's what you died for. Truth, justice, redemption. She touched the wooden cross. You said you were past saving, but you saved yourself, Rio. In the end, you were the hero. Luna walked away, back to her helicopter, back to civilization, back to her life. But part of her stayed in that jungle, with the man who'd been a monster but died a savior, the man who'd taught her that survival wasn't just about living. It was about choosing to be better, even when it cost everything.